Hey guys, what's up? Power Up Boxing here, and today in this video, I'm gonna honor Mauricio Herrera. This video is for him, um, a true warrior, inside and outside the ring. I like his personality. If you've seen him in interviews, I like his personality. The guy tells he speaks his mind, and he's a really respectable guy. Just listen to him in interviews. Mauricio Herrera, the guy, I like his personality. He's, like I said, he's true warrior, and he speaks his mind, and he uh, he says when he what do you call it? He's not afraid to say what is wrong with boxing. He's not what do you call it? Just check out his interviews. I'm kind of losing track of thought, but check out his interviews. It's you'll know what I mean. But anyway, I like the guy's personality, his style in the ring. It's some people might not like his style, because he doesn't do one thing great. He does everything good, kind of thing. That's his style. His style is more of like his work rate and just his tactics, his experience. He knows what to do in there, and he knows his style's unique, and yeah. So some people might not like his style, but I like his style, even though he doesn't have like power or anything. He's not a knockout artist. He's not a like, what do you call it? He's not a defensive genius either or something like that. Like I said, he doesn't do one thing great, but he does everything good. And yeah, if you ask me, he does everything good. But it's just his tactics that I really like what he does in there. Yeah, so let's get into the year he had in 2014. So he fought Danny Garcia in the first fight of 2014. He got robbed. It was in Puerto Rico, and he clearly won that fight. He bloodied up Danny Garcia. I don't care if you say Danny Garcia didn't really train for that fight, or he was taking him lightly and he was partying in Puerto Rico. I don't really care. Danny Garcia lost that fight, and either he lost it because he didn't take it seriously or he didn't train. That's his fault. He still lost that fight, and he bloodied Danny up and he beat him. So, but Danny Garcia got a gift decision. Since Danny Garcia has Puerto Rican background and was in Puerto Rico, he got the gift decision. So Danny goes to 27-0, and really he should be 26-1. And Mauricio Herrera should have been 21, and yeah, he should have been 21 and 4 at that point. And he should have Mauricio Herrera should have walked out of the ring with the WBA Super World Light Welterweight title and the WBC World Lightweight Welterweight title, and he would have took the throne as the number one pound for pound fighter at 140. Because right now, to this day, Danny Garcia is still rated as number one in 140-pound division, and he still has his titles, those two titles I just mentioned. So then he goes on, he faces Johan Perez, wins that fight, majority decision. Guy was 19-1-1, so good opponent, and he won the interim WBA World Light Welterweight title. So that was a good fight in the year for him. That's the only fight that he got, but really the title guy, it's an interim title. It's not big. It's still a big deal for him, and if I won it, I'd be really happy. But it's not one of the 4 recognized titles, the official official WBC or WBA or WBO. It was the interim WBA. So, but still, he got a title. And then he goes on to face Jose Benavidez, an undefeated 21-0 fighter, for his title, the interim WBA World Light Welterweight title. His title was on the line, Herrera's title, and he gets robbed again by unanimous decision. So, in the Danny Garcia fight, he got robbed majority decision. This fight, he got robbed unanimously. He got robbed. And Jose Benavidez, they want to build him. He's undefeated. He's young. They want to build his reputation, so they give him the gift decision. And like I said, Mauricio Herrera doesn't do one thing great. He does everything good. So his style might not be the best marketable style, but still, he won these fights. Like I said, I like watching the guy fight because the guy's a true warrior. But, yeah, he got robbed. He lost his title, his interim title, the interim WBA light welterweight title. He lost that. This month he lost that in December, and now he has He's 1-2 in 2014. When really he should be 3-0 wins in 2014. And this guy also has a win over Ruslan Pervanikov. This guy is he's a good fighter, but now he has 21 wins and 5 losses now, because he got robbed twice in this year. So really, in my opinion, this video is for respect to Mauricio Herrera. In my opinion, he's number 1 pound for pound in the 140-pound division. In my opinion, like, I know there's guys that could beat him probably, and like Lucas Matisse could beat him. And there's other guys in 140 that would give him problems and maybe beat him, right? But on paper, and considering he beat the number 1 pound for pound guy at 140, Danny Garcia. So, and he beat Jose Benavidez, and he beat Johan Perez. I think it's Johan Perez. All 3 of these guys are good fighters that he beat, and one of them was the number 1 guy that he beat. So really, Herrera should have had 2 title defenses, successful title defenses by now. He should have 3 titles: the interim WBA World Light Welterweight title or Super Lightweight title, the WBA Super Lightweight title or Light Welterweight title, and the WBC World Super Lightweight title or Light Welterweight title. He should have all those titles, and he should take the throne as number 1 at 140, since he beat the number 1 guy, and he successfully fended off it against 2 guys that were really good, with really good records. Jose Benavidez, 21-0, he beat him. Young, hungry champion. Johan Perez, 19-1, beat that guy. So, Mauricio Herrera just got robbed. The guy has bad luck, but we all know who won in our heart. Mauricio Herrera is number 1 at 140. I'm still going to consider him number 1 at 140 until until he gets beaten. Until he gets beaten. Like, I know he's been beaten, but until he gets beaten officially, beaten, like actually beaten in the hearts and the minds of boxing fans. Until he gets beaten, he is number 1, considering the year he had. He beat the number 1 guy. He defended it 2 times. I'm just saying, like, he would have had the title, and he clearly deserves to be the champ, and he deserves all those titles that he would have got. So, Mauricio Herrera, true warrior. Like I said, I like the guy, like the guy's personality, inside and outside the ring. The guy just got bad luck, but like I said, we all know what happened. We all know he got robbed, and we all know he won his last 3 fights this year, and he's you can't take that away from him, that that he should have 3 titles, and he should be number 1 rated at 140. Like I said, I know there's guys that could maybe beat him, probably beat him or give him problems, but still, he shouldn't be ranked number 22 now, and Danny Garcia is ranked number 1 still, and he's ranked number 22. And there's guys ahead of him like Zolani Morali, Jose Benavidez, Johan Perez is ahead of him, Antonio DeMarco, Ricky Burns, Fernando Angulo, Henry Lundy, Thomas Delorme, Chris Algieri, Ruslan Pravanikov, Adrian Broner, Victor Postal, Lamont Pearson, Jesse Vargas. All these guys are ahead of him now, when really he should be number 1. So, anyway, let me know your thoughts on Mauricio Herrera. I like the guy, true warrior. He should be number 1 pound for pound at 140 since he beat the number 1 guy at 140. And he just beat a young, hungry challenger in Benavidez, and Johan Perez he beat. So, in my mind, he should have all those titles and be number 1. But like I said, when I say number 1, I don't mean no one can beat him at 140. I just mean he should be number 1 on paper, and considering and his performances, who he beat this year. So anyway, if Mauricio Herrera sees this video, respect, and you won those fights. We know in our heart, we know in our heart, the fans know in their heart, the boxing fans know you won those fights, and you should have all those belts, and you deserve those belts, and you should be the champion. And I'm going to consider you as a champion anyway, because I know you won. So, but let me know your thoughts on Mauricio Herrera and the robberies, and thanks for watching. And subscribe if you like my videos, and like the video if you like Mauricio Herrera.